Hello everybody, welcome back. It is I, DJTurtleVortex. In this video, we're going to take a look at a new VOD submission that we went over in our last live stream. After this VOD review, our viewer was able to get into the top 10 of Mr. Fantastic's in just a few days. So I encourage everyone watching to please join our Discord, drop a replay code, your in-game name, and a short description of the match, any character, and what you think happened. My last few VOD reviews have been proven successes, whether it's getting to Grandmaster and now getting into top 10. And I want you to be the best you absolutely can be. So without further ado, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the VOD. This was submitted by please subscriber Chad Prime. Aim at Chad69 Prime. But let's just jump into it. So they are GM3. This is a GM3 game. Hi, I'd really appreciate a review. Not sure exactly where things went wrong, but I suspect a few small mistakes may have had a significant impact. Hey, it's a 13-minute game. So. Okay, let's jump into it. Because this triple DPS and Groot as a solo tank. Okay, not bad. Double Groot. Okay. You have two elongations. I would say just use them. When you saw that magic right here, as soon as she dashed in, slow her down, slow her down. You have two charges. The goal isn't to have 0 charges all the time, but if you have two, you gotta use them, right? Instead of just punching her, slow her down. And you're gonna be in the way of her minion. Do you see where the minion is right there? You're gonna be in the way of the minion. Wanna get out, obviously you're chained, so. But, you know what is an easy way? Elongation. Because it's not locked out. He's also blocked by the walls. You did the best you could in that singular situation. I'm not gonna knock it. You're already looking one way. To completely turn around and try and help, it's difficult. But now you know, right? Now you know. And one thing is that your team, you have Star-Lord, Iron Fist, and Groot. You can let those guys be at the front, and you could stay with the healers now. Now that you know, okay, there's characters on the other team that are gonna be backlining, are getting the support. I understand canceling. I would have kept it. You need the movement speed. You need the HP. I would not have canceled it right away. I would have kept it for a little bit longer. So right there, right here. You had 800. And your team was losing. Obviously, it's very split second. You can't tell immediately, oh shit, we're in big trouble. But you were down a healer. You just got so much more HP and a movement speed boost. I would have kept it. I would have kept that form. At the very least, if I were to leave the form, I would have constantly been giving Groot shields. Right? Because you're not gonna gain anything in this moment giving damage to the enemy. They're snowballing you right now. I saw that. I saw the way the arms were going. They were going to the Groots. That is so bizarre. Yeah, so while you still have elongation, I would have turned around and then just gone to the back line. And then used the rectangular rubber. Because rubber is super slow, man. And you don't want to use it when you're leaving. You want to use it when you've left. That way you stay alive after you've left. Because if you are unable to move, well, you get stuck. Mind you, they have 2 tanks. It's a bit of an uphill battle when it comes to retreating. Because Groot could just put a wall on you. Okay, I know a lot of people and I've even seen the comment in my guide where it's like you could do the animation cancel with the grab. It's like, yeah, that's great, but the further the grab travels, the more inaccurate it becomes. So if the person you're trying to do the cancel on is far away, you're gonna miss the grab, and then you're gonna miss a whole ability that you could have used at another time, at a better time. But yeah, if the person is point blank, do the punch animation cancel. But if they're in this situation where they're moving and they're far away from you, or they're more than an arm's length, just stick to punching and keep your distance. You still haven't used an elongation, by the way. Use it on Groot, man. You gotta help your Groot. You gotta get into the fight and you gotta help your Groot. Those shields are, right now, the only thing that can help him mitigate damage, because the other Groot walls are gonna be blocking Luna and Rocket orbs. As soon as this ends, I want to see an elongation. There we go. Keep it going. One more elongation. Don't go crazy here. This is where you might get in trouble. That's what I'm talking about. That's when you do the animation cancel. Nice work. Keep it pushing. Don't change targets like that. Don't change targets like that. Magic has already given up on fighting you. Fight the Groot. Use rectangular, but you didn't really have to, in my opinion. I think as long as you kept up your elongation.
Real firepower!
Oh. For what purpose? Your team is down. You've lost 2 people, and you're gonna lose to Luna. No matter what your ultimate achieves, she will die. I'm sorry. Look at that. Look at this. Why is it appearing up there? Anyways. Magic and the Spider-Man. I'm sorry. She's cooked. So I don't really understand the purpose of the ultimate, because Spider-Man can swing away, Magic can use her portals, and by the 3rd bounce, you're out. Okay, when somebody is CC'd like that, whether it's freeze, sleep, anything like exile, as soon as it ends, use the grab, because then that's a second form of CC. So they're slowed again. And then when you use the grab, use elongation. That's another form of CC. Now they're slowed. And all this time you're applying damage and you're giving yourself shields. Okay, good pivot to a new target. But the further away he gets, the sooner you have to be decisive to turn back. I would not have chased. No point. Did you see how ugly it gets? And how you achieved nothing? I'm sorry, the way it sounds hurtful, but where did that get you? Whereas if you were with your team with the Groot ulted, because you left at the same time he did when I told you to pull back, you could have participated in the DPS to get kills. What was that grab? Who was it for? I don't even see you aiming it at anybody. At this rank, your like intention behind using abilities has to be purposeful. It's one thing to try and use the ability and then miss, and then it's another thing to throw it around. So when it comes to using the grab, it's like I said, I showed you the 3 like ish situations that you want to use. When you're walking back and there's nobody to elongate, the cooldown is gonna take a lot shorter time than it is to get back into the fight. That allows you to build elasticity, so that's when you use it. Another time is when you're doing the animation cancel punch. For close distance battle, you throw it out there, you get the grab, you get the animation cancel. Boom, you're good. And the other time is to stop somebody when they're already CC'd. Those are 3 guaranteed situations and where it's useful for you. Because the first one, when you're walking back from spawn, you're getting closer to inflated without even having to be in combat. Second one, you're killing faster. You're dealing more, you're increasing your DPS. And the third one, you're maintaining the CC on the enemy team. Enemy character, enemy, whatever. That's when it's important. Like, you have to use your abilities with purpose. You just throw it out there. For example, I don't know who you were trying to grab. Like, who was that for? You have both the Groot, the Luna, and the Doctor Strange in front of you, and it still went nowhere. And don't forget, Doctor Strange can block your punches and your grabs when you're normal.
Put on a show.
So if you just throw it out there in front of him, he might block it. He wants to block it. I mean, he could block Rocket's ultimate. He could block Rocket's healing. He wants to protect Luna, so he's gonna be blocking damage for her. So if you're keeping that in mind, why would you then use your grab? It might just get blocked. It might end up being worth nothing. Now, obviously, regardless of whether it hits or not, it's still generating elasticity, which is still some sort of a, positive, a bright side to the situation. But clearly, you want to use it while you have a damage boost and you have enemies in front of you. So how long does it take for Luna's cooldown? If you don't know a cooldown, and it's like a character that NetEase likes, think 10 seconds. So if you've been fighting for 10 seconds after they use this ability, they're gonna use it again.
I'm ready to put on a show.
I mean, let's look at the Luna. Let's go to the Luna. Rosie. Yeah, see? 10 seconds, 12 seconds. That's kind of the mindset you want to have. If you're unsure of a cooldown from an enemy, 10 seconds. Unless it's something like, obviously, like a long time, like Soul Bond, for example. Or if it's something like that, then obviously, you have a lot of time. But in cases like these, where it's CC abilities, just think 10 seconds.
So much.
I would have elongated to like, you have to use elongation, man. You have to use it as much as possible.
This is real fire.
Why'd you turn around? They're dead. I'm sorry, they're dead. They are way too far back. They allowed that distance to happen. In my honest opinion, they allowed that distance to happen. Luna was literally right behind you. And then you turn around after 5 seconds, she's all the way over there. I'm sorry, that's her mistake. That's not yours. She should have stayed with you guys when you had the push. Not on you. That death is not on you. Now you're losing your offensive momentum that you had to protect them, and you're down a rocket beacon, all because they decided to go all the way back, even though the team was going all the way forward. What? This is what I mean by elongate. It just makes doing every other ability easier. See, if you had elongate and you went towards him, you would have been able to grab him right away, because there's less travel time and you don't have to worry about accuracy. He's right there. Remember, it's not about aiming with the reticle when it comes to the grab. It's aiming with your arm, and you're always using your right arm. So if you just elongate it to the rocket, and you're right there in front of him. Look at this. You're right there in front of him. What do you think your arm's gonna do? Even if your reticle's right there, your arm's gonna get him. I want you to do something for me. Fighting a magic. I want you to count the amount of times she's portal. She has a limit, so count. We're very lucky that she already used all of them to fight you. She had one more, or if she used, instead of a demon on the last one, but her twirl, she would have been able to escape. Because at this point in time, you have no elongation. And you're gonna be in big mode. Look at this. See that? Demon. A good magic would have dashed out. Now, what's the demon gonna do for that little HP? Mr. Fantastic is just gonna punch through it. Dashing out still gets you the HP, and the insane movement that Mr. Fantastic can't catch up with when you're in inflate. Like mitigating divers and like playing anti-dive. You want to stop them when they're coming in, not when they're going out. Thing is better at stopping them when they're going out. But as Fantastic, the best you can do is stop them when they're coming in.
I just want to see if it'll charge up my gun. Come on, I'll give
You also need to have supports who are willing to shoot back.
Come on.
And it's hard for Jeff and Rocket to do that easily. They're better at, you know, shooting at bigger targets. Smaller targets like Spider-Man, it's not gonna be easy.
3,
Possible,
2,
it's not gonna be easy.
1.
So your choices in this kind of game mode is either playing super aggressive with the team and telling the supports to move up with you, because that's what they should be doing when they're getting dived. It's not your job to completely turn around and try and turn it like to defend them. Like, it's impossible. I don't want to say impossible, but it's difficult. Look how much bandwidth you're spending, right? Just turning around and leaving literal damage to try and help them. That's not how it should be. You have two choices. Either from now on, spend your time and effort with them at all costs, or you play aggressive. You make sure that the dive team has no choice but to also switch. Oh god, no. Just die. Just die. Just die. Like they captured the point. Your team is dead. Just die. Die. It literally has zero value right now. Literally zero value. Just die. One thing that I said in, I mean, so many Mr. Fantastic videos, but when it comes to playing the game, if you're gonna die, die fast. Don't struggle for life. Don't struggle for nothing. If you know you're fucked, don't bother using rubber and delaying. If you know you're gonna die and you cannot survive, just die fast. That should be like your first thought. Yes, yes. What I mean, this is what I mean by having your Distended grip ready after CC. Who do you think she's gonna target? You know what I mean? Who do you think she's gonna target? Elongate to those targets. I said this in my guide. Either in my guide or in like how to counter other heroes, right? It can also reduce the distances that Panther, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Hulk can normally reach with their abilities. This is why Mr. Fantastic is often considered a counter dive hero. By simply elongating to a teammate that is getting dived upon, they can not only provide shields, but deal damage and slow the enemy right in their tracks. It's an incredible bodyguard tool, disruption tool, and mobility tool, of course. If you are unable to elongate towards the enemy, elongate towards their target, because you're going to give yourself shield, you're going to give your ally shield, and the slow and the damage is AoE. You're going to be helping somebody regardless, whether it's yourself, your ally, or destroying the enemy. You know what I mean? Ultimate's done, so you had no dashes left. Elongate to Hulk, help him out.
Hulk's the god of thunder!
But if you had elongated to Hulk, how much HP would you have? Okay, just a couple of important things before I talk about who you're targeting with your ultimate. Take like 10 seconds to understand the battlefield and then use your ultimate. Because first of all, let's go back. Let's see what we're doing. Elongate to somebody so you have more HP, first of all. Second of all, you don't really know where the enemy team is. You see Magneto and you see Jeff. Jeff is half HP, but he's healing when he's under, and he does not have, he has CC immunity. So every bounce is not gonna slow him down. It's gonna deal damage. It's not gonna slow him down, but he's also getting healed. It's 75 first, and then plus 75, plus 75, plus 75. So he's already at max, and that's not gonna do anything to him. I would rather you just do it on the Magneto. He still died, thankfully. I would have rather you done it on the Magneto. That way you would have been able to see other people who are slowed. Now granted, yes, Magneto does have his bubble. and it could be like you might lose your ultimate. But by doing it on Magneto, there's always going to be somebody near him. Thor, Rocket, somebody you could hit momentarily.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Oh, Spider-Man. So, the tips that I could give is definitely use your elongation as much as possible, my friend. Use your elongation as much as possible, and use your grip when you're closer to the person. Remember that Groot battle? And you used it right in front of them? That magic battle, when you used it right in front of them? That's when it worked out for you. But every other time, it just didn't work. Because of the travel, you have to think of that Distended grip as a projectile. And so, if the enemy is moving left, and you want to grab them while your reticle is still on the right, you can move it to grab them. But it also has to reach them too. Right? Just something to keep in mind. So the closer you are, the more it's going to hit, and the better it's going to be for it, because it slows them down and it pulls you closer to them. That's the whole point. There are still times when you have Distended grip and you pull them towards you, but the elongation does not have the distance because they can still move fast. But that was obviously before they added the I think it was Earthbound or something like that. The Bucky Punch for like 1 second for the Distended grip. So there's that for it, which is working for you. But I mean, that's one of them. So elongation, use it as much as possible. Distended grip, use it when you're a little bit closer to verify, especially on smaller people. Right? If you're using it on a big person like Groot or Venom or Hulk or whatever, just throw it out there. You'll get them. But if you're gonna try and use it on Luna, use it up close. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Every little bit helps. If you want any of your previous games in the past, regardless of rank, just go ahead, grab the replay code, join our Discord. There's a VOD review submission channel. You can go ahead, drop your in-game name, drop your rank, and give me a little description of the game, what happened and what you think you need to improve on. And we'll go ahead and take a look on it on our Sunday live streams, which I stream on here, YouTube, and on Twitch. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.